time for us to make our official predictions. Even though, Luke, you don't do predictions, and even though you don't believe in predictions, it's time for you to deliver a prediction. Who wins? How does this fight end?
Yes, predictions are silly, so this is just for fun. I would not use this as betting advice.
Ngannou versus Gane. I'm going to trust Ciryl Gane to win this one.
I'm going to have to go with Ciryl Gane.
I think Ciryl wins probably in the 4th round.
I think Ciryl Gane's going to do it by decision.
I think if they were to fight 10 times, Gane would win the majority of the time. So that's going to be my pick.
My prediction is Francis by knockout.
I'm taking Francis via KO under 3 rounds. And all of you should take Francis via KO.
I will take Francis.
Francis Ngannou's going to win this fight.
I'm going to go with Ngannou.
I'm gonna take Ciryl Gane.
You're giving me extra money to go with Francis Ngannou. I'll take my one shot. I'll take the guy that put it out.
I just think it's a bit of a changing of the guard. I think Francis had his moments, but the only way is down. And I tell you what, the Ghana's way up is far better technically than the king at the top of the hill.
I'm picking Ngannou.
Probably go with Gane.
You made a great argument this entire show against anyone looking at this 50-50 amazing fight and not picking Francis Ngannou. And all that stuff is true. And Gane very well might be, everything I thought he could be and more. And it still might not matter. And I think, Luke, I'm staying on this side of the field.
Official prediction, Israel Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker. Guys, Israel Adesanya.
Israel Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker 2, the rematch. I'm going with Israel Adesanya.
So I'm going to be picking Whittaker.
So I believe Izzy's going to get that finish.
I'm going to go with Izzy.
I think Izzy at 85 is the best we have to offer.
I would bet on Whittaker.
Yeah, I'd put 100 on Whittaker.
It's going to go the distance. It'll be a split decision.
Oh.
And I think we're going to get Amanu.
Give me a majority split. Either way, Robert Whittaker.
I think he probably stops Whittaker inside the distance.
But you're still picking Adesanya.
Yeah, I'm picking Adesanya.
Okay, I'll pick Whittaker then, just for shits and giggles.
I've got Robert Whittaker.
I'm going to go with Adesanya, and I'm going to go by a 4th round TKO.
I am going to take Izzy to win.
Official prediction. I honestly think it'll be a if not.
This weekend, UFC 272, Jorge Masvidal taking on Colby Covington.
I think simply speaking, Colby's probably got enough of a wrestling advantage to maybe ride it out. I give the 30-40% chance to Masvidal, something like that. I will side with the wrestling and control of Colby Covington.
Everything leans towards Covington, which is why it's so crazy, because I'm picking Masvidal to win the fight.
But my heart and emotions tricking me into making the upset pick here, Luke. Kind of like Jorge.
I do believe Colby Covington is the guy that is going to end up winning the fight. Yep.
So Colby's going to probably win.
Okay, we're Team Masvidal this week. I kind of can't pick against him.
Can't wait for him to get his head punched in. If it happens, then hopefully it does. Masvidal puts a beating on him, but we'll see what happens.
I'm going to go with Colby Covington, and I'm going to go by a decision win.
So I'm going to go with Colby Covington.
Joke, I'll say at the end of round 4, Covington taps out Masvidal.
I think we're all thinking that Covington's going to grind out a decision here.
Colby Covington, minus 5.5 points. So minus 5.5. So if it goes to a decision, you add up all the judges' scorecards, and he has to win by 6 or more points. If he gets a finish, then you also win as well.
Guys, I'm taking Covington.
Because Colby Covington is the best welterweight in the world, not named Kamaru Usman.
I think Jorge's going to win this fight. That's just my feeling, though.
Official prediction, Volkanovski versus the Zombie. Zombie by knockout. What do you want to do?
I think a late stoppage. For the champ.
Yeah, I like the champion by stoppage here, Luke.
I'm going Volkanovski by decision. So you're going with Volkanovski as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got the champ and still on points.
I'm going to have to go with Alexander Volkanovski, and I'm going to go by a 3rd round TKO.
But I think Volkanovski's going to win. I honestly think he might get rid of him by about the late part of the 4th round or so.
No, I think Volk can get him out of there probably by the 3rd and the 4th.
So I'm going to go Volkanovski. late 4th round ground and pound TKO.
I mean, you have to go with Volkanovski.
I think Volk rolls against Korean Zombie.
I think Korean Zombie going into it has nothing to lose, and that is a dangerous Korean Zombie. Do I think he's going to win? Absolutely not.
Knockout Alexander Volkanovski, like I said.
I think Volkanovski wins via decision. I think he's going to go the 5 rounds. So I'm going out there and I'm going to finish him. You know, I want to do it inside 3. Again, I give.
And still the
Gaethje versus Oliveira. I'm taking Oliveira.
I think this is 50-50. So obviously Oliveira is the favorite. So I'm looking at who do I lean towards? If I had to lean towards someone, it would probably be Oliveira. I think he's got more ways out of winning.
I'm going to be going with Justin Gaethje, guys.
Gaethje stops him and gets the win. Luke.
I'm gonna pick the champ, and the reason why I'm gonna pick the champ is because I have consistently underrated him.
So which way you go?
Come on.
Of course, you're
Not
picking
even
Charles
a
Oliveira.
question.
I'm going to go Charles Oliveira as well.
I'm going to go with Charles Oliveira.
Charles Oliveira standing rear naked choke in round 1 is what I'm going to go with here.
If Charles fights Justin the way he fought Dustin and the way he fought Chandler, there's a good chance he loses.
From the perspective of matchup, who I think is going to win, I'm actually going to go with the dog here. I'm going to go with Gaethje.
Do you have a pick?
Oh my gosh. On the actual side, I keep waffling, dude.
Oh, so I didn't know if you bet on it.
I almost took Oliveira inside the distance, but then I was like, Gaethje by knockout. Anytime I got on one side, I would try to reassure myself, and then I would start getting on the other. I think it's such a tough fight to call.
You know, anyone can get slept. If he catches him in something crazy, in his guard or standing up with a guillotine, he can choke Gaethje out, put him to sleep. Anyway, that's that. I feel like I've covered this whole shit enough.
I did have Charles, but him missing weight, I think I'm going to go with Gaethje. I think mentally, that's a lot for Charles to take in. He's probably getting a lot of hate.
Everything was going against Charles. Come on, they take your title. All those things that you could look at that could suck somebody down.
It's not a confident pick, but I'm going to say Charles Oliveira, and he gets another submission.
Be limping into the championship rounds, and I've got Oliveira by submission again to extend that incredible record in round number 4.
My official prediction, Glover Teixeira versus Yuri Prochazka. Guys, I'm taking Glover, and I'm taking it out of respect.
I'm going to go with the champ.
But look, I'm going to go with the champ for sure, no doubt about it.
I'm riding the old man strength. I'm liking Glover Teixeira by submission here, Luke. Call me crazy.
I'm gonna ride with Prochazka.
I'm going to go with Yuri Prochazka.
Glover Teixeira's fundamentals are so good that I very much doubt that if Prochazka's tired and he finds himself tangled up on the floor, that his technique is going to shine through against Teixeira.
And I think it's going to be a first round rear naked choke for Teixeira.
I like Yuri Prochazka.
We're going to go with Yuri Prochazka in the main event and new.
I think Yuri will probably finish this early.
I had Yuri, Shevchenko, and Wele.
If I'm gonna bet, I'm gonna go with Jury.
I really believe that Jury is going to make it happen.
My official prediction, Adesanya versus Cannonier. Guys, of course I'm taking Adesanya. Sure I am. So are you. Because he's keeping the belt on Saturday.
I'm picking Jared Cannonier by knockout because you know what?
So my fear is that Adesanya is going to be able to set him up and land something clean on him and hurt him.
I'm going to go with Israel Adesanya, and I'm going to go by a 4th round TKO.
I just feel as though Israel Adesanya's got a better chance of winning this one.
I'm going to go with Israel by TKO.
I do believe it will be Ann still. I think Izzy gets the job done.
Adesanya by KO decision.
Matches up awful against Izzy. Awful matchup for him.
Izzy just needs to be Izzy. He'll have an answer, and he'll have a couple of answers, and he'll pick the right answer at the same time. So I think Izzy just needs to be Izzy.
Guys, I'm picking Adesanya.
I would risk a little bit of money. Probably do the 20 or maybe even 50 because I'm stupid.
If you were going to ask me, John, you got to pick one. I'm going with Izzy.
And still, the undisputed UFC.
Official prediction, Amanda Nunes versus Juliana Pena, part 2. I'm going with Jules.
I gotta go with the Lioness the second time.
I'm gonna go with Pena.
So which way are you going? Nunes.
Yeah, I'm going with Nunes.
But I think Nunes is going to start off steady to kind of manage your energy in that first round and probably stop her in the second this time around.
Yeah.
I am going to go with Amanda Nunes.
I think we're going to see a third or fourth round finish from Juliana Pena.
I think I knew.
I did a little thing with Juliana Pena recently, and she won me over, you know, and she had a new fan at the end of that night.
He's trying to soften what he's about to say.
Get finished in this one.
I parlayed up Amanda Nunes.
Oh. So, I'll take Juliana Pena, man.
I'll go to Amanda Nunes. I'll go KO as well. I think Juliana might take a beating.
I still think Juliana's got a very good shot at beating her again.
I would have to agree with you. I definitely agree that Juliana's got a good chance of beating her.
And now, undisputed.
My official prediction, Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman. Guys, it's the same two guys doing the same exact thing, right? I mean, the definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. I got to take Kamaru.
I think he's going to do great. Like, again, he's a very, very good striker, and he's going to make it very competitive. So I think he is definitely disrespected in that regard. So be ready for a very competitive fight, because that's exactly what I plan on seeing, and that's what I think exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be very competitive, and I think it's going to be a bit of a chess match, and let's see if Usman uses all his tools.
I think this fight is going to be a dominant win for Usman.
I feel like Kamaru Usman's going to do it.
Like you said, I think Usman's right at the top of his game right now.
I am going to go with Kamaru Usman.
I'm going to say split decision, but Edwards should definitely win.
Something crazy is going to happen. A high kick, a triangle, an arm bar. I don't know, man. Something crazy is going to happen, and Leon Edwards going to have his arm raised. There we go. Let's go for it.
Leon Edwards, I knew.
But, should Kamaru win? I think there's a very clear path for him.
Usman is the anchor in two of my parlays. I think Usman's going to win. What?
I see Kamaru getting a finish. I don't think it goes all 5.
Yeah, I'm going Leon Edwards, just because
he chose to be dumb today.
Kamaru Usman, in my opinion, is going to win. I'm giving him 60-40. Actually, you know what? Make it 65-35. I'm very confident for Kamaru.
I'm going to bet on Leon.
If you're going to ask me, look, who do you think is going to win the fight? I think Usman has the best chance of winning the fight, but don't.
I got my man sitting here with Islam Makhachev. I know,
There's no doubt.
I know you believe that he's going to beat Charles.
He's going to sub him. He's going to submit him.
Wow, he's going to submit him.
Yep.
Ain't happening.
I think Islam's the bigger guy. He's the stronger guy. He's got the better wrestling. But I just don't see a path to victory.
I still fancy Oliveira.
I'm going to go with Charles Oliveira.
I'm going to officially pick Islam.
So I took Islam Makhachev to win in rounds 1, 2, or 3 at plus 150.
Okay, we got a little bit more Oliveira's in the chat room. Guys, I have to disagree. I have to really, really respectfully disagree.
Can Islam do that for 25 minutes? I don't think so.
And Oliveira adjusts himself, latches up the guillotine, wrenches it, and makes Islam Makhachev go to sleep.
I'm feeling Oliveira.
I'm very, very gently leaning towards Charles Oliveira. Which way you go?
I'm going to go with Charles.
Yeah.
Bloopers.
To submission.
No, I feel like KO.
I actually feel like Makhachev is going to win.
If I had to lean towards someone, it would have to be Islam.
I think he's going to do what he does, meaning Islam Makhachev, and that's going to lead to his strikes landing better late and him getting a rear naked choke finish to win the championship.
And now, undisputed.
My official prediction, Adesanya versus Pierre. Guys, I'm taking Adesanya.
I think Israel Adesanya is going to win. I'm giving this a 51-49 in favor of Adesanya.
I feel like Pereira's the same fighter that he was back then. Izzy is levels ahead of where he was back then.
I predict Izzy via knockout, 4th or 5th round.
I like the champion to retain.
I'm not upset at it, Izzy by decision. I'm going to say Israel Adesanya.
So we're both going Adesanya by decision then, are we?
Yeah, Adesanya by decision.
when this gets into the late third and early fourth, I think Gas Tank's going to be a difference, and I think Adesanya is going to be in there to prove a point by finish, and he'll get the TKO.
I'm going to go with Alex Pereira. I'm going to go with the underdog here.
I think this is the time that the big dominant champion in Adesanya is going to lose.
The experience will kick in for Adesanya. I'm expecting him to get his hand raised. In fact, I'm expecting him to get his hand raised inside the distance as well.
Ooh. Adesanya, money line.
I think Izzy is smart enough. He's going to get the win.
I agree with you. All those things is a split second of hesitation is all Izzy will need. With his speed advantage, I think to get in there and touch the chin.
I'll expose him this weekend.
No! UFC
Official prediction: Jan Blachowicz versus Ankalaev for the World Championship. I'm taking Blachowicz.
I am going to go with Magomed Ankalaev.
I'm going to trust in Magomed Ankalaev.
I'm going to go with Jan Blachowicz.
Ankalaev is ready to be champion. He becomes champion on Saturday night.
But I am riding him to win the light heavyweight championship. I'm the biggest Magomed Ankalaev fan in the world.
That Magomed, Jesus Christ. You thought he'd be...
Yeah, I thought it'd be the other way around.
Oh, no way. No way. I don't know who the fuck's going to be Magomed. He's a problem.
I'm going to go Jan. I'm going to go Jan in this fight. I think experience from Jan might help him carry over in this one.
I'd lean towards Ankalaev.
Because I don't know if Jan has enough. I don't think he has the ability to stop Ankalaev's wrestling when he wrestles. And I don't think that Jan can take Ankalaev down if he gets in trouble.
I think Ankalaev is the favorite. I think he's the one that should win the fight.
Dude, Ankalaev was going to get to this point, right? One way or the other. That's certain guys are inevitable. Right. Questions inevitability about talent level. I think he's going to win this fight.
I don't love Jan's chances here.
Do you see him potentially taking down Blachowicz and then, kind of grinding him out? For some reason, I think
Jan's going to do it and get his belt back.
I think Ankalaev, due to Jan not having enough urgency to get back up.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is declared a split draw.
I'm on a good run myself right now, Luke, okay? And you can't deny that, okay? And it started with Woodley Till.
I'm saying bet on the guy that you think's going to win. Because these take the odds out of it. Don't even look at that. Just put your money on the guy.
She's taken away, because last time she kept dipping with her jab, staying outside her jab and like not giving her the right hand. She changed it now, so if you want to dip, I'll run you into my left hand now. It's pretty clever.
Yeah.
Oh!
How many times has she dropped her now?
It's pretty clever.
Izzy by knockout.
Does that surprise you?